All right, it's the first week power rankings. It's going to be a mess. Just telling you right now, this is going to be an absolute mess. Kwab and I were arguing for a half hour about who should be where, who should be in, who should be out. It was the most tumultuous power rankings debate I think we've had in a really long time.
Yeah, I just want everybody to understand I was arguing with him while I was wearing this hat the whole time, just to add to it, just so he knows how serious I am about who I wanted where. But it was we finally settled on who we have in our top 10. If you disagree, cool, let us know because
we do too.
We disagree too. That's what makes it great. We don't really agree.
We are pissed at our rankings right now. Also, let us know what you think your ranking should be. Also, we're doing something called the dime bag segment. Haha, funny. But it's basically a mailbag. Drop a question in the comments below. We'll answer your questions in another segment, in another video. It's going to be a good time. Kwab, let's do this. Coming in at number 10, I am not happy about this. It's the Detroit Pistons. 3-2 with wins over the Magic, Celtics, Rockets, Cavs, and Bulls. Pistons came in with high expectations. You know, they were the 6th seed last year. We recapped the game against the Magic. Really like how they played. Cade Cunningham looks like he's taking a step forward. You know, my reservation with the Pistons always were, like, you know, they made the playoffs last year, but they had a lot of contributions from Tim Hardaway Jr. and Tobias Harris and Dennis Schroeder and Malik Beasley. And 3 of those guys aren't on the team anymore, and they're vets, right? So now you're relying more on Jalen Duren, like the younger people to come forward and to make an impact. They got off to a little bit of a slow start, but I think they're starting to, you know, I wouldn't say turn the corner. It's been 5 games, but they've looked better as of late. So they're in at number 10.
Yeah, they're finding their footing. They're a young team, but they're finding their footing. You expect Asar Thompson and Ron Holland and the young players to like take another step in the right direction. They're a young team, but I think the experience of playing in the playoffs last year is going to benefit them throughout the season, and if they make the playoffs, it's going to help them too. So we have them on number 10.
Which I thought they should be higher, just for the record. I don't want Pistons fans thinking I wanted them out of
He did. He wanted them higher. He wanted them higher.
Just
he
saying.
did want them higher. Yep.
Coming in at number 9, it's the Miami Heat. Heat culture is back, apparently. I don't think it is, but they're 3-2 with wins over the Hornets, Knicks, Grizzlies. They lost to the Magic. They lost to the Spurs. They're playing completely different. They're playing faster. I think Norman Powell was a great addition. When they get Hero back, they'll probably be a lot better than they are right now. Spoelstra is just a heck of a coach, looks at his roster and says, you know what, we're going to play this way. I think this is the best way for us to play. They play a very exciting brand of basketball. It isn't the knock them out, drag them out Heat that you're used to. So if you haven't caught a Heat game, I suggest you do. 3-2 right now, coming in at number 9. Go ahead, Kwab.
I mean, I don't know why you're saying like that. You should be like, yeah, you're 3-2. You're number 9. I want more excitement. Where's the feeling, brother? Like, let's go. Heat culture. For the record, Josh didn't want them on the list.
I don't think they're a top 10 team.
He didn't even want them.
But
it was part of the argument.
The comments are going to agree with me. They're not a top 10 team.
Sure, no, they're not.
And we put them at 9. I bent the knee to Kwab and put him at 9.
Look, it's great. Look, the Heat offense has looked amazing. They've been they've been the number 1 team on offense with how many points you're putting up with your pace and space, the way they run the ball, their tempo, their shooting. And you're doing this without Tyler Hero, who's probably their best perimeter player. They lost earlier tonight against the Spurs, and they didn't have Norman Powell. I'm a big fan of the Heat, especially when they beat the Knicks. So, we have them on number 9, and I think it's a great position to have him in. So does Josh, even though he doesn't agree.
Coming in at number 8, this is where things are going to get a little weird. It's the Chicago Bulls because they're undefeated. They beat the Kings, Hawks, Magic, and Pistons. Now, our whole criteria, and this is what Kwab and I were arguing about for like 30 minutes. To me, no one expected the Bulls to be great, right? In this type of power ranking, especially in the first week, you have your teams at the top like the Cavs or the Knicks or whatever, and it's going to take those teams from behind to catch up to them and prove that, okay, we're on that level. That's how I look at it. I know the Bulls are undefeated, but they're not a top 5 or top 4 team to me at all. Now, do they make the top 10? Sure. You had a great opening week. We're going to show you some love. You beat the Kings, Hawks, Magic, Pistons, and honestly, 3 of those teams, you could argue, are really good wins considering what people had the expectations for 3 of those teams. So we're going to show the Bulls love. Not completely sold yet. They do play the Knicks 2 games back-to-back. We'll see how that goes. Maybe we move them up. But right now, I have some reservations for them personally. Kwab, how do you feel?
I like them where we have them. I think them starting 4-0 is a surprise to a lot of people. But Josh Giddey has been playing really well ever since signed his extension. He played well ever since the trade. Like, he fits perfectly in what they want to do with this team. You have him and Bazelis are both like both want to get like the most improved player of the year, and they're a good team. They're a fun team. I don't know how long this is going to last with the way they're playing and they're winning.
Right.
We're going to have to check out a Bulls game soon. We haven't recapped the Bulls game, so we might have to do that soon. But yeah,
We will.
I like
We'll
it
do
where
it
we
next
have
week.
them.
Yeah, especially if they split with the Knicks and they go 5-1. Like I think, again, I said this at the beginning of the season. If you're like the Charlotte Hornets and you're 11-2,
Stop it.
we're not going to recap your games. We just
Stop
are.
it. Stop
We're going
it.
to try to show love to everybody. All right, let's move on to number 7. It's the Cleveland Cavaliers. Again, don't like this. Cavs fans, yell at him. 3-2. They beat the Pistons, Bucks, and Nets. They have lost to the Knicks and Celtics. To me, we know what the Cavs are. You have Darius Garland out. You have Max Strus out. Sam Merrill got hurt. DeAndre Hunter didn't start the season. We know they're the best or one of the best teams in the East. In at number 7 because they're 3-2. They're not the 7th best team in the league, Kwab. We know this, right?
The Cavs are 3-2. They're injured. We know. Yeah. We're big Cavs fans. We understand. They're injured. The record is the record, right? Also, we covered them against the Bucks, and I said this before. There were moments I was like, I didn't like the way they were communicating on defense. A lot of people made the point it's a different team, so and players are out, so that factors into it. Their game after that, they played my team, the Nets, and they let them come back in the game, which, hey, it shouldn't happen. The Nets stink. Like, you guys did that. Yeah. And then they lose to the Celtics, who, again, are not that good. So we have them. We do have them this low. Do we think they're this low? No, but we just have them this low for now. We expect them to be way higher as the season progresses.
All right, coming in at number 6 is the Philadelphia 76ers at 4-0. They beat the Celtics, Magic, Hornets, and Wizards. But, Josh, how could you have the Sixers at 6 and the Bulls at 8, and they had the same record, but the Sixers are above the Cavs? How
Josh.
What's the logic?
Josh.
What's the logic? Well, because we know what the Sixers' ceiling is. Let's be honest about the Sixers' ceiling here. No one's honest about the Sixers. If they're healthy, they are good. This is a good basketball team. They have a lot of guards, man. A lot of guards, and Joel Embiid. And this is a team that is very similar to the roster that lost to the Knicks in 6 a couple years ago. They were a 7 seed because of injury, but that was a team that at the time people thought that they could compete for an Eastern Conference crown. Paul George is still out. McCain is coming back. Quentin Grimes is balling. VJ is balling. This is a really good basketball team. I think they're going to be around all year. That is why they get the love over the Bulls. And because they're 4-0, that's why they get the love over the Cavs. How long that lasts, I don't know, but I think the Sixers are here to stay. I think I think they're going to be in the top 10 pretty much all year, or hovering around the top 10 for sure.
I could go the route and just repeat everything Josh said because I agree with him. Or I can say what I really want to say is that the only reason Josh put him this high is because of his Quentin Grimes bias. If you've been following this page for a while, if you follow this podcast, you should already know this. You can go and check it out and listen to Josh just talk about, oh my God, I can't believe the Knicks gave out Quentin Grimes. So that's the only reason the Sixers are up this high. So thank you, Philly fans. You can thank Quentin Grimes for how high you're in the power rankings.
I will neither confirm or deny that. Moving on to number 5, we got the Golden State Warriors at 4-2. But Josh, the Warriors are 4-2. How could you possibly listen? It is what it is. We don't like these rankings either. I've just been really impressed with the Warriors. They have wins over the Lakers, Grizzlies, Clippers, and Nuggets. They lost to the Blazers on a back-to-back. I never penalize a team for losing a back-to-back, no matter who they are. And they just lost to a shorthanded Bucks. I didn't watch the game. Don't know what happened. But from what I've been watching of the Warriors, I've been very impressed with their offense. I've been very impressed with how Jonathan Kuminga has absolutely bought in to being on this team and playing properly. Steph is still Steph. I think Jimmy Butler's been a great addition. To me, they're contenders, man. You know, last year, if Steph doesn't hurt his hamstring, they might go to the Western Conference Finals. I think people are forgetting about that. I think this is a better team this year, especially with the way Kuminga's playing. I think people are kind of sleeping on the Warriors a little bit. In at number 5, this makes no sense.
Yeah, we have them at number 5. The Warriors have looked great all season.
Yeah.
Even with the losses, like in terms of how balanced your offense has looked, it hasn't been save us Steph Curry offense, which was been the case these past years. Having Jimmy Butler in for like a whole training camp has made a difference.
Yes.
Having Kuminga, who's like we said, bought in. There's going to be some question marks if. Are they going to end up trading Kuminga come before the trade deadline? All this stuff. I don't think they will either, but you never know. But they've looked great defensively and offensively, and also very deep. Like with players they have coming off the bench, with like a Buddy Hield, was it Will Richard? Some of these players.
Post has played really well.
Yes, Quinn Post. So like they have a great team. Even Al Horford's coming off the bench and helping them out. So yeah, we have them there. Yeah, we don't really agree with these rankings.
We just don't know how to rank. It's the first week.
It's the
We don't
first
know.
week. So hey,
Listen,
yell at us in the comments.
have fun,
Please.
laugh,
Have
just
fun.
laugh,
Have
just
fun.
laugh.
Have fun. Enjoy it.
Coming at number 4, it's the Milwaukee Bucks. They're 4-1. They beat the Wizards, Raptors, Knicks, and Warriors. They did lose to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Listen, I'm going to give us a pat on the back, Kwab. It's early. It's 5 games, but we said that we knew, or we had a feeling the Bucks would be good.
Yep.
You know, they have not been healthy the past 2 years. You talk to a Bucks fan, they'll tell you that. They weren't healthy in the playoffs the past 2 years. Every time they're healthy, they turn it up a little bit.
Yep.
I mean, last year, they I think they were like 17, 18 games above 500 when they finally got healthy. People just kind of forget because of the playoff loss to the Pacers, and the year before that, collapse against the Heat or whatever. Like, they're forgetting about this team. If they are healthy, they are a good basketball team, and they've been showing that. They had an impressive win over the Knicks. They just beat the Warriors, a game that we just decided not to recap, so we watched the Spurs game instead, so I'm going to go back and watch that, without Giannis. So bonus points there. Again, like I said about the Sixers, I think the Sixers are going to be around all year as a team at the top of the, or at least in the rankings. I think the Bucks are too, man. I don't think this is a fluke. I don't think 3 weeks from now they're going to be out of the rankings and they're like 500. I think they're going to be somewhere within 2 to 7 or something like that. I think the Bucks are here to stay.
Yeah, the Bucks we believe they're here to stay. We even thought that coming into the season that Giannis will be like MVP favorite just because of the makeup of the team, and he's been playing fantastic. So has some of the guard play from this team. Like Ryan Rollins just had 32 points against the Warriors.
Hold on. I owe Ryan Rollins an apology. If you
Okay.
watch the Bucks recap video we did against the Cavs, it's a game they lost. The only game they lost.
Yeah.
I said that they might need another point guard because Ryan doesn't really create the way that he's been balling, bro. I didn't realize how good he was. Like
He heard you.
games, I was like, oh, because even against the Cavs, he played well. But it was just kind of like, I wouldn't say he didn't stand out, but it was just kind of like, yeah, you played well, but it was more as a fill-in. No, this guy can ball, bro. So Ryan, I apologize. I might be wrong. You might be the answer.
Yeah, hey man, look, that's a stand-up man right there. He admits when he's wrong. That's why he's cool with the Heat being as high as they are from before. But going back to the Bucks, exactly, Ryan Rollins having a great year. Cole Anthony's having a great year off the bench for them, like just being a great playmaker, and they're doing all this without Porter Jr., who was supposed to have a big impact for them throughout the year. So, to us, the Bucks are going to be one of the top teams in the East this year. Just when you have Giannis, you're going to have a chance. Like it is what it is, and we have them this high because we believe in them.
All right, coming in at number 3, it's the undefeated San Antonio Spurs, 5-0. They beat the Mavs, Pels, Nets, Raptors, and the Heat. Victor Wembanyama's an alien. This is a very young team. They play fast. They play together. Everybody seems to know their roles. I mean, a lot of people expected them to take a leap forward this year, and so far it seems like they're doing that. It's kind of a weak schedule to start. I know the Mavs might be pretty decent on people's radar, but they also beat the Pels and Nets, which to me are 2 of the worst teams in the league. The Raptors have been struggling out the gate. They did beat the Heat without Tyler Hero and Norm Powell, so I wouldn't say they've played great teams off the bat, but they're still winning, and that is the most important thing. Good teams win. They beat the teams they're supposed to beat, and they're doing that, and they're undefeated. Going to show them love. Wemby's about to take over the league. Knicks, listen, you better win a championship soon because it's going to go away. The window is going to close with this man in the league. Sorry.
Like you said, the schedule has been the schedule, but like you said, they've won. They've won. And I saw a couple of Spurs fans making a point that a lot of times some of the games would be when other teams would make a comeback would be the games the Spurs would lose last year. Like when other teams were making a run, the Spurs would kind of falter and they would lose those games. And this year it doesn't feel like that at all. Wemby's having an MVP year easily, just running away with it. Even his bad games are great games. Like it's ridiculous. Dylan Harper looks great off the bench. Possible rookie of the year. They're doing all this without Fox, and when Fox gets back, I want to see how he's implemented and how much faster they're gonna keep playing.
Yes.
They're a fun team, and they're must-watch TV every night.
All right, coming in at number 2, it's the Denver Nuggets. They're 3-1. They beat the Suns, T-Wolves, and Pels. They did lose to the Warriors. They're at number 2. Let's just face it. I think they're the second best team in the league. I think they can win the championship. I actually picked them to win the championship. And to me, when you have Jokic and you're that high in our rankings and you're already established as a great team, it's going to take more than one loss to knock you down a few pegs. That's why they're number 2 in our opinion. I have nothing else to say. I think Cam Johnson could be playing better right now. He was an addition that everybody was excited about, to replace Michael Porter Jr. He hasn't really come around yet. But, oh, my God, Aaron Gordon. Holy crap, dude. What? This is the Aaron Gordon that the Magic thought they were drafting. And not that they didn't draft a good player. Aaron Gordon has always had a solid NBA career. But, he's borderline all-star. He's an all-star right now.
Yeah.
I think you can make a case that Aaron Gordon is an all-star so far. I know it's early. It's 4 games. But, that performance against the Warriors, even though they lost 10 threes, my goodness. And then he follows it up again with another great game. He's been phenomenal. If they can get this Aaron Gordon, we're going to have a very fun playoffs. Very fun.
Yeah. If they got it with the Nuggets, last year, they just weren't healthy. And the shooting is real when it comes to Aaron Gordon. It's just crazy, the numbers he's putting up. Jokic has been, again, he triple-doubles all to start out the year. I think it's been 4 straight. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me, but I think he's had 4 straight.
But he hasn't even had, a monster game yet. It's been,
And it's still, again, he's one of those players where his bad games are still, really good games and compared to, other players. He's still putting up numbers. They're winning. They're getting to the flow of things. I think you adding back Bruce Brown, adding a player like Cam Johnson, he takes a little while to get kind of in rhythm and get going, but he's a great pickup by them in terms of a shooter. We know they're a great team in the league. Like Josh said, he has them coming out winning a championship. I feel like they're gonna be in the Western Conference Finals. I think they're that good because Jokic is one of the best players in the world. So we have them number 2.
All right, coming in at number 1 is the OKC Thunder, your champs, 6-0, wins over the Wizards, Kings, Mavs, Hawks, Pacers, Rockets, and they're playing half their team. What do you want to say to that? The number
boys, them boys good.
They're good. AJ Mitchell, what's up? How's it going?
Hey, You're AJ Mitchell, another 20 points off the bench.
You're fantastic. Yeah.
Let's go. Wiggins, another 20 points off the bench.
Aaron Wiggins, just go to the starting line and hit 4 threes. Go ahead. Good times.
Good times.
Chet, take a couple nights off.
Yeah, take over. And when you come back, take over. Yeah. And you're doing all this without Jalen Williams. Scary.
Alex Caruso, take a night off. No big deal.
They're scary good, man. That team is just scary good. And Shea still Shea, just doing work, putting up numbers. They're gonna be at the top of this list a lot throughout the season, multiple times. Yeah, you guys are gonna see them up there. So yeah.
They're just a great team, man. They're just a great team. At what point, especially if you're a Thunder fan, you can answer this question. At what point are you just kind of let's just get to the playoffs? Let's just get to the playoffs. I don't even care about the regular season anymore. Are they at that stage? I
feel like they're gonna start feeling like that when they get closer to the All-Star break. It's gonna be okay, let's go. Let's get to the series games.
It's like they're already preparing for the playoffs now. It's Chet, you can rest 2 games. Yeah, Alex Caruso, you can take a night off. No big deal. Keith Wallace, go ahead. Sit down. Aaron Wiggins got this. Oh, by the way, Isaiah Joe returned today. He was out all free. It's just.
Oh yeah. By the way, we got Case and Wallace just to shut you down and.
No big deal.
No big deal. Just he's there for us. It's great. Just very unfair. I think your bench is better than my favorite team. So.
100%.
Yeah.
Your team's terrible. It's okay. All right, let's end it here. That's our power rankings. Listen, let us know what your power rankings are. I know you disagree with us. Listen, the Knicks weren't on there, so don't say we're being biased.
Yeah, the Nets weren't on there. Don't say
the Nets weren't on there. Can't say we're being biased. Yep. Honorable mentions, the Rockets got off to a slow start, so they're not on here, but I think they'll be on here soon. It's an exciting season. I've enjoyed the basketball so far that we've watched. I think it's been a really good season. Listen, drop a question in the comments. Dime Bag, we're going to answer your questions. Also, Dime After Dark, if you joined us on Tuesday, it was a good time. I had a great time.
I appreciate y'all who came through, man.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of good time. So we're going to be doing Dime After Dark after the late game on Tuesday. We'll probably try to do other live streams as the season goes on. Probably not right away, but once we find our pocket and once we find out when our most number of subscribers will be on, and you just tell us, hey, Josh, we want to go live. If there's a fan base that wants to go live, we'll do it. Last year we had a lot of Cavs fans, we had a lot of Rockets fans, we had a lot of Thunder fans, and, if we see that there's a fan base that wants us to go live after their games, we'll do it. We'll have a good time. Playback hit us up. They want us to be on the platform, which is cool. We're growing, man. We're growing. Oh. This is fun. So,
we're having fun with it. So let us know how you feel about the power rankings. Let Josh know how right I am with all all my choices.
We know it's a mess, bro. We know it's a mess. We know. It's okay.
And it's going to keep being a mess. So
always tune in. After 3 or 4 weeks, it'll make sense.
No, it won't. Trust me, because we say that now. But last year, it got to a point where we're like, this is another week of the power rankings. And that's what it became, was the rankings.
Yeah, but like that was more for like the top 10, right? I mean, like the 10, 9, 8, right? Like we had like 1 through 5, 1 through 6 kind of.
And what was the argument today? That was the same thing.
That's what we were arguing hard about the 10 and 9 spot.
We knew who we had at the top, like the top. It was the 10, 9, 8. It was always the 10, 9, 8. It's always the 10, 9, 8. And whoever's at the 11, like looking in, like, oh, can I join y'all? Like, what's going on? But yeah, man, it is what it is.
Good times. Follow Damian right the Damian NBA. We'll catch you later. Peace.